This is for patient case study number 7. As you can see, it's male, 68 years old. You guys can read the rest of the little scenario there and put that under your patient profile. Don't write it down word for word, kind of put it in your own words of what you guys have. So as we go through and we are looking at this particular patient number 7, one of the things that we want to do is we kind of want to add it to the tube, and we want to look at that particular sample. So I've taken the tube, I've added the urine to it, and there is my urine sample. So I'm going to kind of make it a little easier for you, put it up against white paper. This will help you guys get color and clarity. So as you can see, it is very clear, so the clarity is clear on that. And it's actually almost a translucent color. It's super, super light in terms of yellow. So give me a color that will correlate with that particular sample for patient number 7. Next, we want to go through and do some pHs. So we're going to start off with my 2 pH charts that you guys see down below here. My first one, once again, goes 0 to 14. My other one is a little bit more specific. I want to test the 0 to 14 first to kind of get a base range of that. Take it. I'm going to go through. I'm going to dip it in. And what we're going to see is that it actually will turn a pretty high number right off the bat. So I'd probably go about 8.5, maybe a 9 on that, which means that if we're looking at our other chart, it should be way off the edge here. So it definitely should turn purple because it should be pretty close to it on both. And it does turn more purple. So I would say it's actually way over here more because this is your blue. Being purple, I would go more probably about a 9 on that one as well. So your color, your clarity, your pH is done. Now we need to go through and add our Benedict solution to our sample. So we added it to our sample. It looks like this color. We're going to go through, put that on heat, and we'll come back with that in a few moments. While that is in heat, we want to go through and test our other samples that we have in terms of the chemistries. And as you can see, we have Rollins across the top. We have test patient number 7 along the bottom. In terms of protein, Rollins is negative for protein. Patient number 7 is also negative for protein. There's really no pink, purple color changes, which is what would indicate a positive test there. For our chloride test, we added 1 drop of urine. We added 1 drop of the chloride solution. If it was positive, you would see a white cloudy solution. So it is positive for chlorides for Rollins. It is positive for chlorides for test patient number 7. So if we go back to proteins real quick, remember this test that we did here, we use burette solution, which is kind of a lighter blue purplish color. So any color change from the normal urine is not a chemical reaction, it's just the mixture of the urine and the burette solution together. So in order for that, after it sits 3 to 5 minutes, to have a chemical change, it needs to kind of turn a pinkish color to it. So we have done color, we have done clarity, we have done pH, and proteins and chloride. So now we are looking at our sample that we have for glucose. So pulling that sample off of the water bath, we are going to take a quick look at it. And this is kind of what we have. So I have Rollins there, who is our normal patient, our control patient. Remember, that Benedict solution is kind of that turquoisey blue color. So anything that looks like that color is going to be negative. Within your lab, you have a little data chart. It says anything that kind of turns green, which is what we kind of have there, might be a 1+. It's kind of a darker green orangey color, it'd be 2+. If it is bright red, well then it would be 3+. So tons and tons of sugar. Here we've got a little bit of sugar. So we've got kind of a high pH and we got kind of a clear solution. It is clear, but we also just have a tinge of sugar in it. So think about that along with his symptoms. Go to his slide for patient number 7. You guys will do a microscopic view of that as well, and maybe that will help you determine what this particular patient can be diagnosed with.